Are the Tampa Bay Rays going 162-0? Let's talk about that tonight on Talking Baseball. What is going on, everybody? Welcome to the first ever episode of Talking Baseball with your pal, Alan. That's right. This is going to be a new, hopefully weekly show where I'm just going to come on here and just talk some baseball. If you're familiar with Strikeout Beer, you know me and Rapid Dave are becoming baseball guys this year. We've been watching a ton of baseball, and if I'm going to watch it, let's talk it. So this is going to be just a little dedicated segment just to baseball and what's going on in baseball now. And the top story of the baseball season so far right now is it has to be the Tampa Bay Rays. The Rays are just playing unbelievable baseball right now. But before we get into that, you know what we do. We always got to crack ourselves open a beer. There we go. And today we are drinking from Maui Brewing Company Bikini Blonde Lager. This is coming in at 4.8% alcohol by volume. This looks very light. Smells phenomenal. And that first sip is divine. Let me tell you something. So let's get into it. The Rays are 13-0, tying the modern record for the longest winning streak to start an MLB season. They're tied with the 1982 Braves, who started 13-0, and the 1987 Milwaukee Brewers. Fun fact about that Brewers team, after they went 13-0, they didn't proceed to lose the next 12 games. So just because you get off to a hot start doesn't mean it's going to keep going. But these Rays, they're playing just out of their mind right now. They've got a run differential of plus 71 so far to start off the season. They scored 101 runs in 13 games, only allowed 30 runs against them. And they're outscoring their opponents by an average of 5 runs a game. They're averaging 7.76, and they're only giving up 2.3 right now. Now, you can go ahead and say that they are benefiting from a heavy home schedule to start the season. They're 10-0 at home, and they've only had 3 road games to start. But they are hitting, their batting average is 286 coming into today. That's before today's game, which puts them second in batting average. They have 30 home runs on the season, which is first. Their ERA is 2.17, which is first in the league. And they have 90 RBIs to start the season, which again is first in the league. This Rays team is just, it's fun to watch them because they're doing it in a lot of different ways. They're getting great pitching. They've got 10 quality starts to start the season. I'm sorry, not 10. 7 quality starts to start the season. So they're getting great pitching from their starters. Their bullpen is coming in and shutting things down. But the big thing is they're scoring runs when they need to. They were playing the Red Sox today, and the Red Sox went up 3-1 going into the 5th inning, and then Tampa just poured it on. Base hit after base hit after base hit. A lot of these pitches that these guys were hitting, they weren't even in the strike zone. They're swinging at balls. They're getting good hits off of balls. They're placing the ball where it needs to go. They're fun, and they're just a fun team to watch as they're all over the place. Defensively, they've been playing great. Offensively playing great. I'm really excited to see what this team does. If you have not had a chance to watch them as of yet, you need to go ahead and do that. On Sunday, their game on Sunday will be on ESPN Plus. So if you do have that, check that Sunday game out because it's going to be fun. This next series that they're going to is they're traveling to Toronto to take on the Blue Jays. The Blue Jays are in second place right now in their division. So this is a 1 versus 2. It should be a really great series. It's going to be tough for Tampa to sweep them. It really is. But if they can get through them, they got Cincinnati after that, which they should be able to take care of business there. So I'm really excited to see what this Rays team is going to do. Are they going to keep it up? Are they going to start to cool off? We'll see what's going to happen, but man, it's been a lot of fun. On top of that, guys, baseball has just been very exciting this year. Outside of what Tampa's been doing, your average game is down 31 minutes this season, which is insane. You're shaving off a whole half an hour off of all these games. That's what it's something that baseball really needed. Baseball had a problem of very little action. A lot of time in between pitches, a lot of time in between batters. Just the game was moving so slow. And to be able to shave a half an hour off, you got games. There was a game the other day that was 2 hours and 6 minutes long. We're going to have some sub 2-hour games this year for baseball. It's going to happen. We've come close a few times. There's been a 2 hour 6 minute game, a 2 hour 8 minute game. Be ready for some really short baseball games, but it's a lot of action. The pitchers are getting in there, they're pitching. The batters are in the box, they're ready. We're moving, we're getting pitch count violations on the batters, on the pitchers, which I do feel like it has gotten better over the last several, I would say probably about the last 5 to 6 days. Not seeing as many of them as you were at the beginning of the season, as these players, as the batters and the pitchers are just really adjusting to that. Let's take another drink from we're drinking Maui from Maui Brewing Company, Bikini Blonde Lager. And that is really good. It's very light, crisp. It's got a little bit of that distinctive blonde taste that you get, but not as strong because it's also a lager. Really good. Again, Maui Brewing Company, of course, in Hawaii, right? If you can get your hands on this, get your hands on it, because this is a quality beer. This is good, smooth. With the summertime coming up, this is a beer you can go sit out by the pool and just crush away, especially when you're only coming in at 4.8% alcohol by volume on this bad boy. So it's definitely a beer that you can sit back, knock back, relax, and have a good time with. But let's get back into baseball. How fun it's been. Stolen bases are up. It's just, it's awesome. I don't know what other way to explain it is. I'm having a lot of fun. By this time last year, I had already kind of fizzled out on baseball because it just was taking so long. So much time in between. You can watch them throw a pitch, leave the room, go do something, come back, and they still hadn't thrown the next pitch before, right? Now, no, it's boom. You're getting the ball, ready, go, ready, go, ready, go. So it's awesome to see the action going on with this. But go watch the Rays. Watch the Rays. Pull them up on TV. Check them out. Again, they will be on Sunday. They will be on ESPN Plus. They are a featured game on there this upcoming Sunday. As well as they do have, let me just look at this real quick. I had it up, but then lost it. They do have a Fox game coming up on Saturday, April 22nd versus the White Sox. They're in Tampa. So you've got a couple of chances to watch them. Other than that, there's not a whole lot on the docket for them as far as national games, but that's definitely going to change with them playing as well as they are. They're a fun team to watch. It's awesome to see it. I'm pulling for them to break the record just because I like to see records broken, right? Who doesn't want to see history? So hopefully tomorrow you got a 6:07 Central Time first pitch in Toronto. Rasmussen versus Berrios. We'll see what happens. Will Tampa set the record, or will Toronto be the team that cools them off? Tune in and find out. But guys, thank you so much. This is just going to be a quick little, here's what's going on in baseball. Here's something I'm excited about. I'll talk 1-2 different topics each time. Keep it somewhere around 10 to 15 minutes. Nothing too long. Just a real quick, hey, here's what's going on in baseball. Let's have some fun. But thank you guys for tuning in. I love you guys. As always, I'm Alan. We'll talk to you guys later. Deuces.